Right, so we're going to use the quadratic formula to solve the quadratic equation. To find the values of x. This is the formula here. We have to find out what a, b and c are, first of all. This is the equation we're going to solve. This is what a quadratic equation type 1 looks like. How do we know what a is? A is the number in front of the x squared. What's the number in front of the x squared here? B is the number in front of the x. C is the number. So A is 1, B is 4, C is 2. A is 1. B is
2.
And C is 2. That's how you do it. All in brackets. Replace everything in brackets. Right. Now we continue on. Now just pay attention. Minus times a plus 4 is... Then we write down the plus and the minus. Then you get a calculator and key in the square root sign. Bracket, 4, bracket. I'll show you here. I had actually... So you hit the square root button. And you open bracket, 4 bracket squared, minus 4 bracket 1, close bracket, open bracket 2, close bracket, hit the equals. So key all of this in, and you get 2 root 2. Over 2 times 1 is 2. Are you looking? Now what you can say is, what's minus 4 divided by plus 2? Minus 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plus or minus. And here you can divide 2 divided by 2.
1.
So it's 1 root 2. Or just root 2. So the two answers you have. We have two possible answers. We have x is equal to minus 2 plus root 2. Or we have minus 2 minus root 2. Okay, on a calculator you can just add those together if you like, and you'll get a number. Corrected 2 decimal places. Can you see it? So minus 2 plus root 2 equals, press SD. If you wanted to correct the minus 0.5857. Corrected 2 decimal places. 0.5. The 8 becomes a... Because of the 5, the 8 becomes a 9. 5, 9. And the other side, minus 2 minus root 2 equals, press SD, minus 3.4142. Now, round to 2 decimal places, the 4 will leave the 1 alone. Minus 3.41. Do you get that? Okay, the equation we started off, we'll do more.
Do you need like a calculator every time to do it?
You'd need a calculator. That was the equation we started off with. We found our 2x values. Right, we'll do another one. So just to show you what the equation was again, we'll just rewrite the equation. What was the equation? That was a B, A, C, and that was an A. Right. So we'll get the next equation to do. The next one is on page 142. Question 2. X squared plus 6x plus 4. So the next one we're going to do is x squared plus 6x plus 4. What's A equal to? 1. B is equal to?
6.
C is equal to? 4. Alright. A is 1, B is 6, and C is 4. So A is 1, B is 6, and C is 4. Right, same again. Minus times the plus 6, minus 6. Plus or minus, write that down. And get the calculator and key in the square root sign and all of that. So square root, oh, square root. So bracket, 6 bracket squared, minus 4, open the bracket, key in all of that, and you get 2 root 5. And the line, and then on the bottom you get 2 times 1 is 2. Right, so what's minus 6 divided by 2? Use a calculator if you're not too good at it. Minus 3, plus or minus. 2 divided by 2 is 1 root 5. So 1 root 5 or just root 5. Right, now with your calculator, you go minus 3 plus square root of 5 equals
Minus 3 plus 5.
minus 0.7639. The 2 decimal places, 0.76. And you get minus 3 minus root 5. Minus 5.236. Alright, 2 decimal places, 4. Okay, is that easy enough so far? We'll do one more.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not easy just yet, but you have to follow the steps, don't you? That's what I keep telling you. Right, we'll rewrite the formula. That was a B. B. A, C, 2, A. Alright, so that's my formula. And we'll look at another question, which is question 3. X squared plus 2x minus 5. So what's A and B and C equal to here? Alright, so A is equal to
1,
B is equal to
2,
C is equal to
minus 5.
minus 5. There you go. A is 1, B is 2, and C is equal to minus 5. So A is 1, B is 2, C is equal to minus 5. Same again. Minus times 2, minus 2, plus or minus. Square root of, oh sorry, not the square root of, get your calculator. Key all of that into the calculator. So square root. So the brackets and all. Start again. Square root. 2 bracket squared. Minus 4, 1. And that's a minus 5. Plus equals 2 root 6. Over 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, you ready? Minus 2 divided by 2 on your calculator is minus 1. Plus or minus. 2 divided by 2 is 1 root 6. Or just root 6. Right, the 2 answers. Minus 1 plus root 6. Minus 1 plus root 6 is equal to, press SD, 1.4494. 2 decimal places, the 9 will change a 4 to a 5. The other answer is minus 1 minus root 6 equals, press SD, minus 3.449. 2 decimal places, the 9 changes the 4 to a 5. Okay, so that's the answer to this quadratic equation. What are the 2 values of x? 1.45 and minus 3.45. Alright? What does that mean again? What do these 2 values mean? It means where does this graph x squared plus 2x minus 5 cross the x-axis? It crosses at 1.45, which is roughly there, and minus 3, 1, 2, 3.45. Cross it 1.45 and minus 3.45.